This story in from GreenwichTime.com. Colorado senators rejected the nation's most liberal driving while high standard Monday, saying the proposal would send the state into the realm of hazy science. The bill's defeat came during an evening in which senators signed off on other cannabis-related regulations, including new rules for selling medical marijuana and a ban on synthetic cannabis known as Spice or K2. It's already legal in any state to drive while impaired by drugs, but some lawmakers propose setting an impairment standard that would allow prosecutors to charge drivers with driving under the influence if they had 5 nanograms of THC per milliliter of blood while behind the wheel. THC is the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. The bill's sponsors argued that the proposal was needed because the spike in medical marijuana use in Colorado poses a danger to the roads. Senator Stephen King, Republican of Grand Junction, accused the marijuana industry of not doing more to educate the public about the dangers of the drug now that more people are using it for medical purposes. In the end, the Senate rejected the bill entirely, likely killing it for the year. The legislature adjourned for the year this past Wednesday, April the 11th. States that have set a legal limit for marijuana have taken different approaches. Nevada, which allows marijuana use for medical purposes, and Ohio have both set a limit of 2 nanograms of THC per milliliter for driving. Pennsylvania, on the other hand, has a 5 nanogram limit as well, but unlike Colorado's proposal, it's a state health department guideline, which can be introduced in driving violation cases. 12 states, including Illinois, Arizona, and Rhode Island, have a zero-tolerance policy for driving with any presence of an illegal substance. Law enforcement groups wanted the Colorado proposal to succeed, saying it would provide a benchmark similar to the one that exists for how much alcohol someone can have while driving. Medical marijuana advocates launched into a strong campaign against the bill, lining up to testify every time it had a public hearing. They argued that the medical marijuana users would be subjected to blood draws and said that this would be a violation of their privacy. On Monday, they handed out flyers that included the home address and phone number of one of the sponsors of the bill, Senator Benny Boyd, Democrat of Lakewood. They said if medical marijuana users had no privacy, then, quote, Senator Boyd gets no privacy. Though senators rejected the driving high standard, they adopted 2 other medical marijuana-related measures Monday evening. Senators gave preliminary approval to a separate bill banning the marijuana lookalikes known as Spice and K2. The drug has already been banned by federal drug authorities, but Colorado and many other states are pursuing companion state bans. Lawmakers also approved new regulations for selling medical marijuana. The bill extends until the summer of 2012 a moratorium on new dispensaries, tweaks residency rules for people working in dispensaries, and allows local law enforcement to seize plants that they suspect to be illegal without having to keep the plants alive until the case is settled. The bill also requires at-home caregivers or people growing cannabis for up to 5 patients to register with the state. The Senate exempted caregivers from public records laws after caregivers complained that they could be at safety risk if the public could find out that they were growing marijuana in the basement. Both the Spice ban and the updated marijuana regulations face more formal votes before headed to the House.